Welcome to the SCT SLAT 2002 form filling guideline session. So first and foremost, before I start with the live form filling session, I would first like to brief you about the various programs which are offered at the Symbiosis University, along with the important deadlines and what documents and other things we need to keep ready. And thereafter, we will go to that actual live form filling. Okay. So first, on this very first page, we can have a look at the important dates. 14th May 22 is the date of the exam across 80 cities. So the test will be at a particular center. You will be going to a particular center and taking the test. The timings for the law admission test is 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. in the morning. And the timings for the SET test, the SET General, which is the main name, is from 12:30 to 1:30. And that's the website. I will share the link on the website as well. Okay. So Symbiosis entrance test. So that's the link, guys. Once you click on this link, I have shared that in the chat box. Everyone, please copy that particular link. It will directly take you to the Symbiosis main page. Okay, please. Can you guys see my message in the chat box? The link. I'll share it again. Okay, great. Now let's start. So first, let us see the various programs which are offered by the Symbiosis University. To start with, the programs under SET is your BBA, Bachelor's in Business Administration. Then you have the IT, BBA in IT. You have Bachelor's in Computers Application. Then you have BSc in Economics. Then you have Bachelor in Arts, BSc in Liberal Arts. Then you have the MassCom program. And so these are the programs which comes under SET, the Symbiosis entrance test. And the law aspirants who are present today, let us see the programs which come under the Symbiosis law admission test. First is the BA LLB program, and next is your BBA LLB program. So I'm sure the law guys are aware about it, that both these programs are for 5 years, whereas the other program that we see are the 3 years graduation program. Okay. Then programs under non-SET for which the entrance exam is not required is BSc Culinary Arts and your Hospitality Management. Now, for both these programs, BSc Culinary Arts and your BSc Hospitality Management, there is an assessment test followed by a personal interview. You don't have to write an entrance exam. There's a small assessment test and followed by a personal interview. Okay. So these are the program, guys, which comes under your Symbiosis University. Now going ahead, let us see now. BBA comes under which program? One second, guys. Okay. So here, first and foremost, we are not going to compare to colleges. This is not the forum where we're going to discuss is this college better or this college better. So I'm not going to answer that particular question. Today, we are just going to, see the form filling guideline session, or we're just going to talk about Symbiosis today. Okay. You're not able to copy the link. So you can just click on that link now. That will take you to the browser. I will reshare the link, guys. So, yes, Aryan. So again, I'm resharing the link on the group. This link will directly take you to the Symbiosis homepage where you are supposed to start the registration process. Okay, so those who have just joined, guys, let me go back to the very first page. So a lot of students had a question, when is the exam date? Okay, so starting again, the exam is on 14th of May. Both the entrance exam, whether you're going to write SET or you're going to write SLAT, the exam date is 14th May 2022. Okay. Secondly, the exam is going to be a computer-based exam across 80 cities. You will have to select the preferences also. Next, these are the timings for the Symbiosis law admission test, and these are the timings for the Symbiosis entrance test. Okay. So students planning to write the SLAT exam, their timing is 9:30 to 10:30, and students writing the SET exam, the timing is 12:30 to 1:30. And the website link below, I have already shared that in the chat box. So I will reshare it because few students have just joined. So I request everyone to just click on that link and copy it. So that will directly take you to the main page where the registrations start. Okay. Now, after this, let us see the various programs which are offered by Symbiosis. Firstly, let us see the programs which comes under SET. Then you have the flagship program, the 3 years BBA program, Bachelor's in Business Administration. Then the next program is BBA IT, Information Technology. Then you have Bachelor's in Computers Application. Then you have your BSc Economics. Then you have the Liberal Arts program and followed by the Mass Comm program. So these are the programs which fall under SET. And for the law aspirants, the programs which comes under the Symbiosis Law Admission Tests are BA LLB and BBA LLB. So it's a mix of management plus the law subjects. For more details to know what are they going to teach you in this 5 years of law program, in detail they have mentioned on the website semester wise. What are they going to cover across all the semesters? That goes for the remaining programs as well. And the programs which do not require the SET are the Culinary Arts program and the Hospitality Management. Now for the last two programs, there's a small assessment test followed by the personal interview. So these are the various programs which are offered by the Symbiosis University. Okay. Now moving on from here. Now the BBA comes under SEMS, Symbiosis Centers for Management Studies. Now let us see the eligibility criteria, guys. The criteria is you in the class 12, you need to have minimum 50% aggregate if you belong to the general category. If you belong to any caste, scheduled caste or scheduled tribe, the reservation is 45%. Okay. Then, second, guys. Okay. Then let us see the number of seats and the location. So BBA in the Pune campus has 240 intake. Now under this 240 seats, guys, for BBA, there is around 25% reservation for a few categories. And apart from 240 seats, there are 60 more, but this is for the international students. Okay, as per the data on the official website. So Pune has 240 seats for BBA, Noida has 300, Nagpur has 180, and Bengaluru has 60 seats for the BBA course. The school name is Symbiosis Center for Management Studies. Okay. Now, for the Nagpur campus, 25% of seats are reserved for the Nagpur domiciled students. I'll come to what is the exact definition of the domicile also. Then after the BBA program, the next one is the BA LLB and the BBA LLB program for the law aspirants. So that school name is Symbiosis Law School. Here the criteria is in 12th grade, minimum 40% aggregate is required for the journal category. And these are the intake across the two programs across the various locations. So for Pune, 180 is for BBA LLB, 120 for BA LLB, followed by Noida, Hyderabad, Nagpur. Again, out of the Nagpur seats, 120 each, 25% are reserved for the students who are who are basically Nagpur domiciled. Okay. Then the next one is, what do you mean by Nagpur domiciled students? It means that you should be based in Nagpur for the last 5 years of the days of the commencement of your academic year, has done his grade 12 from Maharashtra State Board or equivalent exam or degree. Now, what are documents that you need to submit while the next round after the entrance test, which is a VAT and a PI round? PI means personal interview and VAT is a writing assessment test. Domicile certificate issued by the competent authority and class 12th mark sheet. Applicants appearing the class 12th can submit the bona fide certificate. So that is the meaning of Nagpur domiciled students. This is mentioned, this is there on the official website as well. Then let's see the next program, the Bachelor's in Computers Application, which is the campus name is SICSR. Again, the eligibility criteria here is also in 12th, you need to have 50% aggregate for the general category. And it is offered in the Pune campus. So BBA IT has 120 intake and BCA, the computer application, has 180 intake. So that's about SICSR campus. Then The next is BSc in economics. Again, the criteria 12th, 50% required. The school name is SSE, Symbiosis School of Economics. The intake here is 130 for the Pune campus. Then the BA, Bachelor in Arts and the Liberal Arts BSc program. The school name is SSLA, Symbiosis School of Liberal Arts. Criteria again, 50% is required in your grade 12. So I'm sure a lot of students must be aspiring for the liberal arts program at Symbiosis. The number of seats here are 100 for the Pune campus. Okay. Now all the students seeking admission to the SSLA should write the SAT entrance exam and can also add the SAT score if they wish to. So basically the chances of getting selected are even more. So for this particular program, you can also apply with the SAT as well as your SAT score. If you guys, anybody has taken SAT or has a SAT already taken, you can apply with that score as well. Then the mass comm program. The campus is SCMC. Again, the criteria is 50% for the general category in grade 12. Pune, the intake is 120 seats. Now, admission routes to Symbiosis. Okay, so yeah. Now, for the Indian students, the BA LLB and the BBA LLB admissions are through the SLAT program. So for the law aspirants, getting into any of these two courses, you will have to write SLAT. Now for BA, BSc, liberal arts, then the bachelor's in business administration, IT, BCA are through the SAT scores, the Symbiosis entrance test. BSc hospitality management and the culinary arts, as I mentioned earlier, are through an assessment test followed by a personal interview. So there is no entrance test for these two programs. Now for the international students, there are certain set of criteria. So for more information, we can just go to this link and we can get the more information how the international students can apply to a particular program. Some of the students, depending upon what type of foreign nationals they are, they might have to write the IELTS test and some other things which is required by the college. So detailed information is there on this particular link. Okay. Then the selection process, very, very important, guys. Now, merit list will be based on the following parameters. Already a lot of students had a question with regards to this. Now, see, first and foremost thing, your Symbiosis entrance test is going to be out of 60 marks. Okay. So the test score will be scaled down to 50. So for example, let's say out of 60 marks, a student scored 48 marks. So he got 80% marks. So now out of 50, they will consider that as an 80%, which is 40 marks here. Then PI, whatever marks you get, VAT, whatever marks you get. So finally, you will be weighted out of 100 marks. So the test score weightage is 50, PI weightage is 30 marks, VAT is a writing assessment test. Okay. So for SLS all campus, all this campus and SEMS, the management campus also, that is the criteria. Your final score will be scaled down to 50, PI weightage is 30, PI is 30, your VAT is 20, and the total is 100 marks. So just to give an idea, last year, the test score was, the exam was out of 60 marks. Students who score 48 and above were called for the next round, which is a personal interview and the VAT. I'm talking about the Pune campus. Okay, so this is a campus, SCMS, the Management Studies Pune campus for the BBA intake. So the paper is out of 60 marks. Students who scored 48 and above were called for the next round, PI VAT. Then for the SEMS, the BA MC program, it is scaled down to 30 marks, PI is 30, VAT is 30. And they take a studio test also. Academic profile 20, and overall it is out of 100 marks. Now, coming to the selection process for the culinary arts program, as mentioned earlier, it will be through an eligibility assessment test followed by a personal interview. Okay, so there is no entrance test for these programs specifically. Now, candidates will have to appear for a proctored time test on the selected dates and undergo a personal interview with the selection panel, and the results for the same are declared in 7 days from the selection process. Okay, so the merit list will be announced in 7 days from the selection process. So that's the criteria, selection criteria for these programs. Merits listed students have to pay the fees in the stipulated time to confirm the admissions. Of course, they give you X number of days to make the payment. If you make the payment in that allocated time, your admission is confirmed. Now, the important dates. Very important, guys. So this is the calendar for your entire SET entrance test. Registrations have already started from 25th of January 2022. The registration and the payment closes on 24th of April 2022. So please make a note of these dates, guys. You will be issued the admit cards on 29th of April. We have already seen this. The exam is going to be conducted on 14th of May. Okay, the exam is going to be conducted on 14th of May. Then the SLAT test 2022 is going to be a computer-based exam. Again, the exam date is 14th May 2022, and the timings are 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. And the results will be announced on 20th of May. So hardly in 6 days' time, the results will be announced.
Me, sir?
Yes.
Paridhi ma'am is also here. Can
Okay.
you just add her as a panelist?
Fine, I'll do that. 1 second. Yes, I've done that.
Okay, sir, if I may interrupt, a lot of students are asking about the difference between BA LLB and BBA LLB.
Okay, so yes, so guys, just to address your answer, as Akshay sir said, there's a lot of students have a query between the two courses. What is the difference between BA LLB and BB LLB? So we have a law mentor, Paridhi ma'am, will take that question. Ma'am, over to you.
Yeah, hi everybody. So thank you, Nimish sir, for the introduction. So I'm a law mentor, and for SLAT, see, most of the Symbiosis offer you both the courses, so BLLB and BBLLB. Now, the major difference between them is the first 2 years where you read the different subjects. So when we talk about BA, it is a bachelor's of arts. So in the arts subjects like sociology, political science are there, whereas BBA subjects, not all which are there in SAT also will be there, but professional ethics will be considered. Okay, generally students prefer BBA LLB who are going for the management abroad or going for MBA in India as well. For LLM degrees also in abroad, people prefer BBA LLB, but otherwise frankly, if you ask me, there is no as such difference like in your overall query, because your main degree is a integrated degree of LLB. I want you to become a lawyer after writing this exam, so that's why you should concentrate on that. Whether it comes to colleges, like the branches, I think Pune branch is the best, which offers both the courses, and eventually you can fill the form according to that. The procedure of the SAT is also followed, like the VAT test and the interview is followed. Okay. Anything else? Any question you guys want to ask me?
Yeah, guys, if you have any question related to the BA LLB or BB LLB, you can please ask that. So I think nobody has a question with regards to the law program.
So the LLB, there's a question. So sorry, the portion remains the same. Yes, so law portion is almost similar. They will not make any changes in the legal subjects, but yes, you will be in a different, like you BBA LLB and BLLB will not be in the same class. So BBA LLB will be having different subjects in a different class, as well as BA. CLAT, where is a different portion, like similar, it's all like where we teach you for all the subjects as CLAT and SLAT together, so don't worry about that. Okay,
Ma'am, if I'm not wrong, the BBA and BA, I think the difference lies only in the first 3 years, right? The last
first
2 years.
2 years rather, not even 3 years.
Yeah.
because in the third year there is only 1 or 2 subjects of of the integrated course. More of legal subject starts with your 5th semester. So the first 5 semesters, that is 2.5 years, will be there. Okay.
So the difference lies in the first 2.5 years, right?
Yeah, almost 2.5 years. Yes.
So Hemangi, the process for the Indian students is you have to first write the Symbiosis entrance test, then you will be taking the PI and the VAT, and based on that, the final shortlisting is done. Okay, Hemangi, that's the process that we is there at the Symbiosis campus. Okay, so these are the important dates, guys. Registration. Any more questions for Paridi ma'am? Anyone? If not, then thank you so much, ma'am. If you we have anything else, we'll get back to you. Okay.
Yeah, there's one question, Nimish, sir. So sorry to disturb.
Please, please.
There's one question by a student who is saying, what is the portion for CLAT? Okay. Kashish, I think you can assist, like you can join later, or you can call me or text me with your concern towards new pattern of CLAT. SLAT, we have legal as one subject. Then we have GK. We have analytical reasoning, which is not like exactly maths. And we have logical reasoning and English. Okay, this is the portion. Any other question, Nimish, sir, you can direct it to me. I'll take a leave right now.
Yeah,
okay.
No problem.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
No, Kashish, it is not as the same pattern. CLAT and SLAT are very different.
Yeah, they are different.
Yes, they are different. They are different. So we have that paper pattern also coming for SLAT also, don't worry. So guys, again, coming back to the important dates, registrations have begun. If not registered, we will see the process today, then start the application. Deadline is 24th April. 29th, the admit cards will be issued. Remember the date, 14th May, and the result date is 20th May, the most important part. Okay. Now, coming to the test pattern.
Before we go to the next part, actually, because the courses were being discussed, some of the students have asked about BSc and when do they have to choose specialization or something like that. The BSc in liberal arts, I'm sorry. So they're asking about the liberal arts program.
So that, see, we are not going to discuss about the program in detail today. I think the best forum would be, we can speak to the mentor once and, connect with them. So we can have that discussion in detail about a very specific program. Okay. And anyways, the entire program's details are mentioned on the website semester wise. What are they going to, teach you? But there are a few selections in between which needs to be done by the students. I think they have maybe some are mandatory and some subjects need to be picked by the students semester wise, is what I could make it out by going through the program wise list across various programs.
And as far as the selection of subjects is concerned, if you are worried about having to make a selection at the time of admission, that is not required.
At the time of admission, nothing is required. That is during the program, once you start the program.
So that those queries can be taken up later with your mentor. For admission, this is not required.
Now coming to the test pattern. So guys, somebody asked me what is CBT, that is computer based test. It's an MCQ paper, multiple choice questions, online exam. You'll have to go to a center and take the test. Total number of questions are 60. You get a +1 for every correct answer. There is no negative marking. There is no sectional time limit. There is no sectional cutoff. So for the 60 questions, guys, you get 60 minutes. That's the paper pattern for the Symbiosis entrance test. Now coming to the breakup of the 60 questions, that's your breakup. 4 sections: English 16 questions, Maths 16, GK 16, logical reasoning 12 questions. So 16 threes are, you have 48 plus 12, overall 60 questions to be answered in 1 hour's time. Okay, there is no negative marking, no sectional timing, no sectional cutoffs as well. Ideal score, as I told you last year, it was 48 and above who got the call for the next round. Now, coming to the pattern for SLAT 22, apart from the 4 sections that we saw, there is one more additional section, which is your legal reasoning. Now, the breakup here is you have 12 questions each across all the 5 sections. You have logical reasoning, you have legal reasoning, analytical reasoning, no maths involved. You have general knowledge and your reading comprehension. So overall, again, 12 5s are 60 questions to be answered in an hour's time. Same criterias, 1 mark for every correct answer, no negative marking, no sectional cutoff, and no sectional time limit. Okay, so that's the paper pattern for your Symbiosis Law admission test. Okay, so yes, somebody wanted to take a picture of this, you can take it. So that's a paper pattern for the SET general, and that's the pattern for SLAT 22. Okay, moving on. The registration fee, the exam fee, guys, it is 1950, 1950. So for example, if a student wants to write SET, he will have to pay 1950. If a student wants to write SLAT also along with SET, he will have to pay 1915 additionally. So total fees will be 3,900. If a student wishes to apply or wants to write both the entrance exams, you can write both the entrance exam because the timings are different. However, that's not the only fee. After that, once you have paid the SET fee or the SLAT fee, you have to fill in some details, and thereafter you will have to also apply or pay 1,000 rupees for every program that you want to apply for. We will see that today. So let's say if a student wants to do write SET, okay, so he will pay 1950 only, and let's say he want to do only the BBA program, so he will pay another 1,000 rupees. Now, as you keep increasing the schools and the programs, the fees will rise. So initially, you cannot select the course or the program till the time you pay the SET fee or you pay the SLAT fees. Okay. Now, checklist for form filling, very important. So please keep the following documents things ready. You need to have a recent passport size photograph, not older than 3 months, in the following formats. That's the size between 10 KB and 500 KB. Only these formats are allowed. So while filling up the form, please make sure this photo is ready with you. Then 10 mark sheet for reference of the marks to calculate the percentage. And HSC mark sheets, if so past 12th grade, you will choose appeared, in that case awaiting results. Okay, I will show you that this criteria, don't worry about this part. Then the last dates for PI batch registration is 18th May 2022. So for the BBA program for the SCMS campus, the management studies campus, the last date for the PI batch registration is May 18, 2022. Then common queries during the application form, HSC 10+2 mark appearing if you are have taken 12 boards this year. Okay. Programs under SLAT SET General. Select the institute and the campus you wish to apply. Law aspirants can apply to both the programs BA LLB and BB LLB regardless of your current stream. So even if you are from a commerce background or let's say from an arts background, you can apply to both at each campus you wish to go for. However, if you're very clear that I want to go for only the BA LLB program, choice is yours. Okay.
Sir, can you show the previous slide? Some students wish to take the screenshot for documents.
Yeah, documents. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Ronit. Okay. Now, BB and the other aspirants, select each course and campus you wish to apply. Better to keep multiple options open. So if you want to keep a backup option that no, Symbiosis is what I'm aiming for, obviously you'll have to select the course and the campus. So you can keep a backup option for Pune or maybe Noida campus or the other campus which they have. Okay, so it's better to keep multiple options open. But if the student is very much clear that I don't want to go anywhere apart from Pune, then obviously you'll not select any other campus. Now, we have already discussed institutes and the course within Symbiosis in the very first slide already, what programs comes under SET, what programs comes under SLAT. However, while filling up the form right now also, we will see those programs. Okay. Now, Each tick in the checkbox, 1,000 rupees. So whatever institutes you want to apply, you will have to pay 1,000 additionally, apart from the SET fees and apart from the SLAT fees. Now, after completion, the checklist status should be submitted. Very important. You need to complete the whole form in one sitting. There is an option to save and continue later as well. Better if you sit once and finish the entire process. Then retain a hard copy of the application form and the fee receipt that you have made the payment, registration number and the password. Okay, so important things after the completion. Make sure we don't forget any of these things once your form is submitted, and don't forget to take the hard copy of the application form and the fee receipt, and please note your registration number and the password. Okay, so now after this, this is basically for the form filling guidelines that we will have for the other law and the entrance exams. These are coming soon. Video series and the webinars on prep strategy for SLAT and SAT and the other entrance exams. All this will be the upcoming videos. Now, what I'll do is I'll quickly go to the actual website and start the registration process. So those who joined late, I'm sharing the link. That link will, guys, directly take you to, one second, the main page. That's the link. So those who joined late can just click on this link, and maybe you can copy this link.
Sir,
Yes.
before we go ahead, a couple of students were asking about what if we pay just for SET? Is it necessary to pay for specific course and institutions? So yes, it is very much
Yes.
necessary to
Yes.
pay
Yes.
for
It is.
institutions.
Otherwise, your application will not be submitted.
And yeah, if you just pay for SET, you will take the exam, but तुमको admission नहीं मिलेगा. You will not
नहीं
get any,
मिलेगा.
you will not, if you don't apply to any college.
Correct. Because
And,
see, you have just applied for the entrance test, but for that particular institute, if they take SET and you haven't applied to that institute, how will the institute know कि आपने उनको apply किया है कि नहीं किया है? Which college you want to go? उनको कैसे पता चलेगा? So you have to apply to that college, na?
So different colleges and institutes, or the groups of institutes have different processes. So this is the process that Symbiosis follows. One exam fee and exam registration is SET, and the other permission is the other thing that you need to apply is the college or the courses. So your entrance is already done. The other remaining process would be PI VAT. So they call it PI VAT registration for the other courses.
Yes. Okay. So guys, the link that I've shared on the group, you just paste that link. It will directly take you to this page. Okay. Now, the moment you come on this page, after you click enter on that link, it will say two things: apply now, existing user. Now, first, if you want to pay the fees and all, you have to first apply now. We'll have to become a user first. So click on apply now first. Now, over here, if you see, first thing, we have to register ourselves because we are a new register. So click on register. Once you click on register, it will ask you to scroll down. Basically, important things that you need to read before you start the entire process. So just scroll down, read all the important things. They have mentioned about all the campus, the criteria for all the courses is mentioned in detail over here. Then there's a small checkbox at the end. Just click on that and submit I agree. The moment you click I agree, this page will open. Okay, the registration information. This is the part A of the registration. Okay, important. Before initiating the registration for the programs for the entrance exams, please ensure that you go through the browser settings and turn off the autofill option to avoid the incorrect information. Okay, so I'll just start now filling up the form. So gender male, I'll select the date. Okay, category. So please make sure we select the right category. Mobile number. Okay, primary email. So again, retype the email again, guys, properly. Make sure you have a working email ID. Okay, educational background, commerce, scroll down. Now see over here. Now, if let's say I want to apply only for the general SET program, I want to apply only for the BBA programs or for the programs which come under SET, select this. However, some of the students might want to write both this entrance exams. So you will click general SET also, and you will click SLAT also. Okay. Now, thereafter, coming down, this is very important, guys. So I have opted for the SET test as well the SET law test. Now, preference. So very important is to select a city preference. So for the Mumbai students, the first is your Mumbai, Maharashtra. Second one, you can take Navi Mumbai. Navi Mumbai is also an option, as you can see. And the third nearest you can take is the Thane, Kalyan, Dombivli, Maharashtra. So this is what the Mumbai aspirants can ideally select. Now for Delhi students, you can select Delhi NCR. There is the entire thing. 1 second. Yes, this is one. Delhi, Gurugram, Delhi NCR. Then the nearest, I think, Faridabad. The Delhi guys can tell me. Or you can take this one, Noida, Greater Noida, Ghaziabad, Delhi. And maybe you can take Faridabad, or I think even Agra is close by. So you can select this as an option. Okay. So I'll again switch to Mumbai first. So there is Mumbai, Maharashtra. Then I'll go to Navi Mumbai, and I'll go to Thane finally. Okay. So all the three preferences are mandatory. Okay. So after you have clicked the general SET or the law one, three preferences is mandatory. Then keep your photo ready. So I will just upload the photo. Give me a moment. Okay. So my photo is uploaded now. Save and continue.
A very important thing, there was a small line written at the bottom. The
Yes.
details which were just entered cannot be edited.
Yes.
Whatever you have entered on this previous page cannot be edited. Be very careful about entering whatever you are entering.
Yes, and see, it is still asking me, please confirm the following details: my date of birth, my name, category, my email ID before I submit. Click OK to proceed. So I've clicked OK to proceed. I'll get a OTP on my email ID or my registered mobile number. So I'll quickly see I've gotten OTP already. So I'll submit it. Okay, so submitted the OTP. Now see, that's my SET ID and my email ID. Already my login credentials have been sent to me. In case for safety purpose, you can take a screenshot also of the screen, but nevertheless they have sent you on your email ID. See, the moment you get your email ID, the SET ID, it directly takes you to the payment page. See, now if you scroll down, I have selected for two programs. So it is showing me still whether I want to go for one program, one entrance exam, or I want to take both the entrance exam. So right now I will select both. The SLAT fee is 1950 as well as the SET general fee is 1950. So total amount to be paid is 3,900. So sir, is the screen visible, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, yes. So I'll just go to click here to pay. Now the moment you click here, it takes you to the payment page. Click here to continue. Click OK to make the payment. You are now entering the payment gateway. Kindly do not close the browser window during the entire process. So I'll just click OK. The transaction is on process. Please do not click the refresh or the back button. So hold on, guys. So see, guys, I have now screen visible, guys. Can you see the screen visible, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So now guys, after you make the payment, see it says, thank you, your transaction was successful. Your payment has been authenticated. That's your receipt number. Maybe you can take a screenshot of this screen, and it says now click here to continue. So I've clicked here now. Now see, it tells me the details that I've already filled in now. My name, my gender, the date of birth, nationality is asking me to select again. So I'll select. It's the top only. India is at the top only. That's India. Then category open selected. Are you a NRI candidate? So please say a no. Okay. Then you will have to fill in your entire details. It's auto filled. My spellings are fine. That's okay. So see, all my details are here. Then moving down, email ID. Again, check your email ID before you scroll down. Then board name. So that's Maharashtra State Board. Please select your board accordingly, guys. For this is for SAC now. For SAC, please select the right board. The percentage marks obtained, year of passing, yeah. So I should select what? 2011. Sorry, what I'm doing? 21, 20. Okay. Then HSC Commerce appearing past. So we are right now in a 12th grade. So I will write appearing. Okay. Very important point, guys. Past appearing. So please select appearing. I've already selected 2 courses, so it is already a checkbox here, as we can see, Journal SET General and SLAT SET Law. So before you scroll down and submit, please make sure you have filled in all the details properly. Your name, your gender, your date of birth, everything. Categories, your number, address, everything. Now comes the next part. So see here, it is suggested that those students who have studied arts, social science subjects for the qualifying examination may apply for BA, LLB honors program. Similarly, those candidates who have studied commerce, accounts, mathematics, science may apply for BBA, LLB program. The candidates who are free to make their own choice depending upon your interest, ability, and the opportunity. So here, if you see select institute, you want to apply to the SLAT Law College. So let's say if I want to apply to the Symbiosis Law Pune School, so I will click over here. I've selected one campus. Sorry, screen not visible. It is not. Okay. Now, so for the under the SLAT, I am just going to select this BBA LLB Honors Symbiosis Law Pune program. If you wish to apply for BBA also, you can select this box as well. Okay. And guys, this is my preference. You don't go with my preference. I leave it up to you, your preferred choice, your areas of interest. So please go accordingly. And
1 second.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. Actually, sir, in the form, I think a lot of students are asking. I don't know if there's something very tricky there, but many people are asking, ki, what if we are not from HSC board? So I don't know what the confusion is. I think you have to enter your own board, but if
yeah, that's a board. There were a lot of options. Na? See, यहाँ पे देखो. I think that
don't
page
copy
was.
Nimish sir's entries, okay? He's from Maharashtra.
मेरा है. Hey guys, I have done my schooling from 10, so I'm saying there are a lot of options. See, you have Assam State Board. Anybody from Assam here? Please take that. Goa State Board, Delhi State Board, सब कुछ है. ICAC, everything is there. Okay, if your board is not here, guys, please select others. There's nothing to worry as such. Okay, so don't worry. You have a lot of options.
Also there, Ishan. मतलब क्या? What is the confusion here? CBSE is a national board. वो तो सबसे पहले होगा.
हाँ. है भाई है सब कुछ है. Don't worry. Everything is there. So don't worry about the board. See, everything is there. There are so many boards. हाँ भाई CBSE वालों, it is there. See, here आपका CBSE. ठीक है? It's there. हाँ, normally Kashish वो in northern side ना they call it as 10+2. यहाँ पे भी call it as 11th and 12th. We call it as FYJC and SYJC ना. So in the northern states they call it as 10+2. Okay, 12+3, 10+2 is ideally what they call it. Okay, so after you have selected the board, is the board part clear now to everyone? So please make sure you put in the right percentage, your year of passing, and for the 12th, accordingly select your education background, commerce, appearing, and go down. Now see, for the SLAT, I have selected two courses, the BA and the BA LLB. I want to be in Pune only. And for the programs which come under SCT, there are a lot of programs, as we have already seen those programs. I want to apply for this. So guys, please see this checkbox very carefully. See this checkbox. BBA, Symbiosis Center for Management Studies. This is Bangalore. So please select your Pune one. Okay, so this is BBA, Symbiosis Center for Management Studies, Pune. If you want to keep a backup option for Bangalore, select that box. And let's say if you want to also apply to, let's say, BA, BAC, liberal arts program also. So you can select this box as well. Okay, now you can see the moment you click here, it is telling you, do you wish to apply to SLSA under SAT score? If you have it, yes. If you don't have, say a no. That's okay. Fine, choice is ours. So based on your preference, guys, you select the course. So right now, I have selected BA LLB Honors Symbiosis Law Pune and the BBA LLB Honors Symbiosis Law School Pune. And under SCT General, I am selecting BBA Symbiosis Center for Pune. This is the courses that I want to apply.
I
Okay.
have a doubt here before we go ahead.
Yeah.
Is it compulsory to apply to these courses, or can I leave it blank?
Okay, let's see. I don't select any program. Now, they have not made an mandatory as of now. If you see, there is no asterisk over here right now.
So
Right?
important thing here is you can be, if you are not clear which courses to apply, even if you haven't applied now, you can add the courses later also. But
the problem is, if you don't select the college, your score will not be considered.
Right. So if you are clear about the college, apply it right away. Don't wait for another step. Don't try to take another step for it. If you are not clear, or if maybe whatever colleges you are clear, you are confirmed, you're applying for sure, you select here. If at all later you learn that you want to apply for one more course, so that can be added later. But remember,
it's very clear. Till the time you don't select a course, ना आपको वो 1,000 rupees का payment पे लेके नहीं जाएगा वो. Because if you click here, then only that 1,000 rupees का thing will come. If you see at the bottom, now it says save and continue and just save. Okay. So let's say we don't select a course right now. My preferences are already filled. Preference 1, 2, and 3. How do you come to know about SET? You can just select your relative, friends, internet, newspapers, everything. So I'll select this option. A first generation student is one whose parents, both mother and father, have completed a college or a university. Are you a first generation students? Accordingly, guys, select that. I'll select a yes. Done. So now if I just click save, please select institutes for law. See, अगर मैं अभी law, अब मैं save पे click कर रहा हूँ, it is a checkbox. Can we see that checkbox? Please select institutes for law.
At least one institute, so you have to apply. Before
Let's see.
that, how that you're not going
Okay,
to.
if I just click, see, the moment I click the save, a checkbox is coming. Okay, what if I select save and continue? If I click save and continue, please select institutes for law. See,
at least one institute, so you have to select.
You have to select. Correct? Okay, there's an alternate number also that needs to be given. Fine. So let's say I go for the BA LLB law program and I scroll down. Do you wish to apply to under children, wars or defense for personal program? No. No category for that. My preferences are selected. I go down. Now if I click on save and continue, see, please select institute for general also. So guys, if you have to go to the next slide, the program needs to be selected. So see, I selected both the courses now. I'm going to write both the entrance exams. I'm going to take general also. I'm going to take SLAT also. So one program in each I have to select if I want to go to the next page. So I hope that doubt is clear to everyone now. Then don't select the SLAT Panthan. If you don't want, I just selected the SLAT option because there are law aspirants today here in the session along with the BBA student Panthan Meta. Okay. So see, since I'm going to write both the entrance exam, I have to select one course each from SLAT and from BBA. So I'll select BBA Pune campus. Now, if I scroll down, other things remain same. Save and continue. So see, it is asking me now. Can we see a pop-up right now? Save address, no. So now I've been taken C. So if you see, how many courses did I select, guys, in the previous page? How many courses did I select? I selected one for law and one for BBA, correct? So as you can see, for every program that you select, you have to make a payment of 1,000 each. So I'm not going to make this payment right now. So this is how you're supposed to fill up the entire page. Now, finally, if you make this payment, your registration is done now. Is that clear? Everybody got this? So depending upon the courses that you will apply, your fees will increase by 1,000 each. So if you don't want to take the law test, don't select SLAT. You just select the general and select the general course and take it ahead. Okay. Is everybody clear now? So we have went to the last page. The last payment now, once you reach here, based on your preferences, you can make the final payment.
Sir, one more doubt here.
Yeah.
I am becoming a student now.
Yeah.
I have a doubt that, sir, we didn't apply. We only applied for as Bangalore, Pune, na Symbiosis BBA.
Correct.
But now my friend has told me that Bangalore is also okay. So I want to apply for Symbiosis Bangalore. So can I add that later?
We'll have to again log in and check now. So let's say I'm already on the make payment page, so I cannot go back right now. See, maybe I check on this.
No. If you would have made this payment after that,
then we'll have to log in and check.
So, as far as this is concerned, yeah, basically for each institute, you can apply separately after having completed your SET application process as well.
Yes.
Okay. And each institute has a different deadline of applying. Remember that. So Symbiosis Pune might have a very early deadline, but Symbiosis Nagpur might have a later deadline because they want more people to apply.
So sir, here a better idea would be, let's say आपने 5 को select कर लिए, ठीक है? So मुझे पेमेंट करते वक्त इसको मैं अनचेक कर लेता हूँ, तो मैं एक पेमेंट भी कर सकता हूँ, भी देखो आप. That's a good way of taking the format ना. इसके बाद आपको पेमेंट करना है, आपने 5 करके रखे हैं, अभी नहीं करना है, तो आप बाद में आके कर सकते हो. I think so. It is there. See, please kindly note that you can make the payment by choosing any one of the payment gateway option shown below. I don't want to pay for that fees right now. So I think that will allow you to make the payment later also.
Right, sir.
Right? So that is a possibility. So right now, let's say I've changed my mind. I don't want to go to the BBA campus. I'm only interested in the law campus. I'll just select this and make the payment. So see, right now it is asking me to pay only 1,000 rupees and not 2,000. If I select here, it comes to 2,000 rupees. So that can be done. Okay. Yes, you have to fill that form online only, Atang, for that program. There's a form that you have to fill. Yes, maybe you can fill that form and then they will take the process ahead. How are they going to conduct that the other 2 rounds? The assessment test followed by the personal interview. Yeah. Priyanshi, after the Pune one, you can go for the Bangalore one. Bangalore. It's already going to be there on the portal registry. There's nothing like preference here as such, Ananya. As you saw the entire form, did they ask you to select a preference over here? No, right, Ananya? So there was no preference as such. And now they may have a different cutoff for the campus. So if you have getting the highest of the marks, you may be eligible for all the campuses.
Bangalore is the first year this time, okay?
Yes.
Pune is the main campus. Normally, after Pune, there is Nagpur and Noida campus.
Noida also, yes.
But going by, since Symbiosis, the MBA college in Pune has a decent reputation.
Yes.
We are predicting that basically the SCMS, which will open up in Bangalore, would also be slightly better. However, I think after Pune, your preference should depend on where you stay also. For example, you stay in South, don't choose Noida or Nagpur. Prefer Bangalore or Pune. If you are someone from North, then probably there's no point going all the way to Bangalore. The Noida campus or the Nagpur campus can be preferred. Okay. So I think geography also plays a very important role after the Pune campus, because Pune campus is by a difference, by a margin, the best campus because it is the oldest one. But after that, slightly, there are other factors that you should take into account while choosing your own preference.
So Karthikeya, for that, I think the best will be you drop an email to the Symbiosis institutes and raise your query for that case, because there's nothing mentioned over here. If you cleared 5 out of 7, what is going to be considered? There is nothing no information about that. So I think the Symbiosis forum will be the right one to address you on this particular question. You have to mention your board's mark if you have it. If you don't have, you will write appearing, guys. Once the forms are out, we will do that, Aryan.
Many people have a very common query. How can we register for PI VAT before the SET results are out? How will we even know whether we have cleared the cutoff or not? That's the whole point, guys. You have to play that gamble. So you have to apply the registration for Symbiosis SCMS Pune will close before the result is out. You have to apply in advance.
Yes, the college is playing smart here. So even we have to play smarter than that.
So you have to prepare yourself in such a way that you clear the cutoff any which ways and get an admission call. Even by, even before knowing the cutoff, you be so sure that you are going to get a call. Shruti, no, there is no.
Nothing, Shruti. There's nothing mentioned. No? We saw the entire form. Nothing has been mentioned. So no retake.
We do not have to mention semester 1 marks. No, you don't have to mention anything. Can you tell entrance of Symbiosis for psychology? I think Symbiosis for psychology, is that different? SCT, SLT, and is it different than?
No, they have a course for psychology for which I think the entrance is not required. It is without the entrance one. They have a course. It's there on the website. See, if I just
you just scroll down. Yeah.
So these are the institutes for which SCT, SLAT is not required. See, guys, that's the programs. The technology, Pune and the Nagpur program, then the health science, nursing, then you have design, architecture, then culinary arts. All these programs do not require an entrance exams. So these are the programs for which the entrance exam is not mandatory. Okay. Now see, shortlisting the Symbiosis of these programs and all, you will be taking a, yeah, this is mentioned here. Yeah, that's a weightage we have seen already. Yeah, this we have seen already in the PPT. So for these two programs which are talking about, the culinary art program, they take a small assessment test followed by a personality. That is what it is required. Yes.
Very important. What is the admission criteria for psychology? I think you should visit that website. Today's session is about SLAT SAT form fill, Ishita. We can only give one attempt. Yes, Lakshya can only give one attempt.
What is the question? if someone got selected in Pune but he wants to remain in Delhi, so they can get transfer. So that will purely depend, Ronak, during the time of admission, whether they allow or not, whether the college allows that or not.
Matlab, if
Right.
you're asking, you get admission in Pune and you can stay in Delhi and study,
Why?
so matlab, that is a
Why not?
what doesn't make sense. And you basically the admission for Noida and admission for Pune will run independently. Okay, you are
Yes.
applying separately for each college. So if you want to say get an admission in Noida, probably you'll, if at all there is any preference later on, you can select that as the first preference, or maybe the admissions run independently. So don't accept the admission from Pune, accept the admission only from Noida.
No retakes, Kashvi. We already answered that. There are no retakes. Okay.
That what will be the registration process for Array Baba, registration process for PI VAT has started. I think sir just showed you how to register for PI VAT. Next step is when your result comes. If you get a shortlist for PI VAT, then they'll call you. Come, Baba, come give us a personal interview, and we want to test whether you are, whether we should take you or not. So now you know why you have to fill the form for SET exam, and you have to fill the form for the individual
Programs.
institute
Yeah.
and their programs. Yes, Kashish, did you join just now? The entire session was about registering for test and PI VAT. So all the discussion has already got done basically.
So that are the important dates. Once again, those who have joined late, guys.
Okay.
See, it's mentioned also, depending upon the pandemic situation, the schedule as well as the nature, structure of the exams can change, and all tests can be conducted entirely online or entirely offline, or in a combination of both modes at the discretion of SIU.
Yes, Ishan, the recording will be available in your common session, the UG common sessions. This. Sir, Ishan wants your number.
Fine.
I think he has been putting this message for a long time.
Yeah, he was my mentee. He was my student in a batch. Okay, guys. So that is the writing assessment test, Pranav. They give you a topic. You have to write X words on that particular topic. Okay.
So I think all the questions are answered. Ananya's answer, if I get selected in Noida in the first list and later on seats are available in Pune, can we apply for Pune again? You don't have to apply to Pune again, Ananya. You get selected in Noida, you book your seat in Noida, but later on you get admission in Pune, you can take that admission and you can release your, you can, basically leave your admission from Noida. There'll be some nominal charges maybe for leaving the admission. Okay. There'll be VAT for BBA. Yes, everything will be remain. They basically will have to wait and watch. Yes, obviously VAT is there for all the courses. Okay, it is there for SLAT also. It is there for the.
Yes, guys, it's there.
For
Where were
BBA
we?
also.
Where were we when we did this session? Everything is there.
So that's why they are charging you extra fee for conducting that process only. Okay.
Okay, guys. So we'll end it here now. Thank you so much for your time. The recordings will be available under BBA Common Session 22. Even after that, if you have some queries, you can get in touch with your mentors about anything that you want to know about the SET form filling guidelines. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Please take care. Stay safe. Good night, everyone. Sweet dreams.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye, guys.